There were things around our home that just weren't working. Quiet annoyances I just kept ignoring. Like a balcony corner so full of little pots of plants that we couldn't even reach the back anymore. A messy drawer that we open every day and can't seem to find the things we need. Messy shampoos and bottles scattered across the bathroom ledge. And a kitchen corner where every monstera I placed just kept dying. They're all small problems, but solving them took some time. And a bit of creativity. I tried finding solutions on a few different sites, but there was one site I never really tried. And it is Taobao. People say Taobao has everything under the sun. But I never really knew where to begin. It has endless listings, wildly different prices for what looked like the same thing. And sifting through reviews and comments to find something legit was just exhausting. But a few months ago, a friend guided me through it. And since then, it's been parcel after parcel. Over the past few months, I've been slowly adding pieces and updating parts of our home and garden with Taobao finds. Some were wins, some not so much. Let me take you through the little updates that we've made so far. We love our balcony spaces, but we usually sit out in the evenings when it's too dark to see what's on the table. We've been looking for a portable USB table lamp for a while. This design on Taobao looked quite legit and promising in the pictures, so we decided to try it. And when it arrived, I was pleasantly surprised. The design was simple and clean, and it felt more well-built than I expected. It has 3 lighting temperatures, and it's dimmable. The only drawback, when it's turned on, you can see the outline of each light inside. It doesn't have that soft diffused glow when viewed from below. But since they're placed underneath, I think I can ignore it. At least now we have better lighting at the outdoor dining table. Well, it took us a while, but eventually we realized it's probably not an original design. It actually looks a lot like something from a Japanese brand that we've come across before. I've been trying to grow monstera in this corner of my kitchen, but 3 didn't survive. I suspected the problem was the lack of strong light. I've been using a Soltech Vita bulb that is 20 watts, but maybe because of the ceiling height, I think the light just wasn't making much of an impact. So I looked for a higher watt bulb from Taobao and planned to swap it in. This bulb I found is labeled as 24 watts, but it actually uses 40 watt rated LED chips. I think it means that it can run cooler, last longer, and actually deliver stronger light output. So I decided to give it a try. But the bulb didn't fit the ceiling casing that I have. The diameter of the bulb is too wide for my casing diameter, which was a bummer. So I asked around, and someone recommended a light bulb extender. I didn't even know such thing existed. See how much longer the bulb look with the extender compared to without? And finally, I could fit in the new bulb. I've used it for a while now, but sadly, the monstera still didn't make it. And there's more to that story. I'll save it for another time. We had this miscellaneous drawer that was always a mess. Initially, I ordered these adjustable drawer organizers for my cutlery drawers, but the quality wasn't quite what I've hoped for. So I changed plans and decided to use them in the miscellaneous drawer instead. Well, first I took everything out, and then I vacuumed, wiped it down, and started reorganizing. Now the drawer looks so much better, and it's actually easy to find things again. My Billies in this balcony corner were getting overgrown and blocking access to the water taps. I wanted something that would elevate the pot without being wobbly and still allow good root aeration. I found a sturdy looking stand made of aluminum alloy. It's not very tall, it's about 80 centimeters in height. It needed some assembly, but nothing complicated. I placed it in the corner near the plumbago and tucked a ZZ plant underneath. Now the Billy gets better light and we get better access. And I've also moved one of my Billies indoors. I also got some plant stakes for my Billies. With pre-cut Velcro ties that can be easily torn off. Now the Billies look much neater. Some of you might have noticed that my balcony tiles are stained. A friend recommended this tile stain remover that worked really well for her. Using the link she sent me, I accidentally ordered 50 packets. Oh well. I tried it on the balcony straight away, not really knowing how much to use because there was no specific instructions. We sprinkled some on the affected area and gave it a good scrub. It does work like magic. Most of the brown stains were gone immediately. Well, the only issue was, I think we used a bit too much, and now there are white patches left behind. I'll update you once I try it again, and hopefully with better results. This corner of the balcony was a mess. I kept piling small plants here until we couldn't even reach the back area anymore. After lots of scrolling, I found a 3-tiered stand that looked perfect for maximizing space in this corner. I spent some time assembling it, and even more time figuring out how to place everything together. Now the stand sits snugly in the corner, and all my smaller pots are better organized, with much easier access too. We really needed a better way to store our shampoos and bottles in our bathroom. Something that wouldn't sit on the floor or hang awkwardly from the glass door. So I've been eyeing bath trays for this space. Our bathtub is placed right against the wall, so I needed something that could grip onto the narrow ledge. And finally, I found this one. It's made of metal in matte black finish and looks pretty decent in pictures and also in real life. So now everything in this space just looks so much more organized. There are other items that quietly made their way into our space. So that's pretty much all the little home and garden fixes we have made, one parcel at a time. Not everything was a perfect solution, but each one brought me a step closer to making our space work better. There's still plenty to improve, and I've already placed a few more orders. Let's see what shows up next.